Azik Maho. Dog contract with the gate. Hatsudo. During my main phase, once per turn, I can add a level 4 lower DD monster from my deck and add it to my hand. I add DD Cerberus to my hand. Okay. Azik Maho. Dog contract with the Swamp King. Hatsudo. During my main phase, once per turn, I can fusion summon one Fiend type fusion monster from my extra deck using monsters from my hand or field as fusion materials. DD Cerberus, DD Lilith, Nitai no Yugo. Seitan Seo, DDD, Flame King Tenjin. Toxi Shokan, Shujo Shokan, DD, Night Howling. Night Howling no Koka Hatsudo. When this card is normal summoned, I can target one DD monster in my graveyard and special summon it. I can ask for summons for the rest of the turn except for Fiend type monsters, so it's irrelevant. And its attack and defense drop to 0. DD Lilith Toxi Shokan, DD Lilith no Koka Hatsudo. When this card is normal special summoned, I could target a DDD monster in my graveyard and add it to my hand. So, from my graveyard I add DD Cerberus back to my hand. Level 1 DD Lilith, level 3 DD Night Howling no Tuning. Synchro Shokan, Seitan Seo, DDD, Gus King, Alexander. Flame King Genghis no Koka Hatsudo. If another DDD monster is special summoned while I control Temjin on the field, I can special summon a DD monster from my graveyard. DD Cerberus no Toxi Shokan. DD Gus King Alexander no Koka Hatsudo. If another DDD monster or monsters is normal special summoned on the field while I control this face-up card, I could target one level 4 lower DD monster in my graveyard special summon it. DD Lilith no Toxi Shokan. Level 1 DD Lilith, level 1 DD Cerberus, Nitai no Overlay. Exi Shokan, Seitan Seo, DDD, Wave King, Caesar. Card 1枚set. Turn endo.
Finally, I thought your turn would never end. Not. Ori no turn. Draw. Heizuk Maho. Spell absorption. Hatsudo. Each time a spell card is activated, I gain 500 life points. Next, Maho Hatsudo. Dragon Shrine. I can send one dragon type monster from my deck to the graveyard, and if it's a normal dragon type monster, I can send another dragon monster from my deck to the graveyard. So, Hochiki, Blue Eyes, White Toe Dragon. Because it's a normal monster, I send another one. And Spell Absorption Koka Hatsudo. I gain 500 life points. Next, Shujo Shokan, Kaiba-man. Kaiba-man Koka Hatsudo. I contribute him to special summon one Blue Eyes White Dragon from my hand. Monster no release. Ore no pride. Soste ore no tamashi. Hideo Blue Eyes White Dragon. Maho Hatsudo. Orobi no Burst Stream. If I control a Blue Eyes White Dragon, I can destroy all monsters my opponent controls, but Blue Eyes White Dragon cannot attack this turn. Orobi no Burst Stream!
DDD Wave King Caesar no Koka Hatsudo. During either player's turn, I could detach an Xyz material from this card, and during the end of this battle phase, I could choose to special summon as many of my destroyed monsters this turn back to the field.
Fine. Spell Absorption Koka Hatsudo. Because I activated another spell card, I gain 500 more life points.
Fine.
So they're all destroyed. Blue Eyes White Dragon can attack, so card 1枚setのターンを終了で
At the end of your battle phase, I get to special summon DDD Flame King Genghis, DDD Gust High King Alexander, DDD Wave King Caesar, Toxi Shokan.
Turn end.
Ore no turn. Draw. During the standby phase, both of my contracts have a negative effect. So during my standby phase, I take 1,000 for each of my contracts. And not only that, I also take 1,000 for each of my special summoned monsters that were special summoned by Caesar's effect.
So I win.
No. Trap card open. Contract laundering. This destroys as many of my dark contracts in my spell and trap card zones as possible. And if I do, I draw the same number of cards that were destroyed, and I gain 1,000 for each. So I draw 2 and I gain 2,000. Card He might draw!
Now you're at less life points than before.
Yes, I have 3,000 life points. Gust High King Alexander, Wave King Caesar, release!
Nani?
Advance to Shokan, DDD, Heromageddon! Wave King no Koka Hasto. When Wave King is sent to the graveyard, I can add a Dark Contract from my grave to my hand. I add Dark Contract with the Swamp King to my hand. Azek Maho, Dark Contract with the Swamp King, Hatsudo! This allows me to, once again, fusion summon using monsters from my hand or field as materials.
Maho Hatsuto! Because a spell card was activated, I get another 500.
Very well then. DDD Flame King Genghis, DD Pandora, Nitai no Yugo! Yugo Shokan, Seitan Seo, DDD, Oracle Diake!
Yes, that.
Azek Maho, illegal Dark Contract with the War God.
Maho Hatsuto! Another 500.
Once per turn during my main phase, I could target one monster on both players' field, and my monster that I target gains 1,000, and your monster loses 1,000.
Nani?
That's right. So I target your Blue Eyes, and I target my Armageddon. So my Armageddon is now 4,000, and your Blue Eyes is 2,000. That's right. Battle da DDD Hero Armageddon Blue Eyes White Dragon no Kogeki. DDD Oracle Diaku Kaiba Direct Attack
Sokyo Maho! Silver Scry! I can target one dragon type normal monster in my graveyard and special summon that target. But I can only activate one of these cards per turn. Spell Absorption Koka Hatsuto! Because I activate another spell card, I gain 500. Yomigari! Blue Eyes White Dragon!
Alright. During the end of the battle phase, our monsters return back to normal, so I'm getting back to 3,000. On end.
Ori no turn! Draw! Maho Hatsuto! Paradigmize! I draw until I have 5 cards in my hand, and then on my 5th standby phase, all cards in my hand are sent to the graveyard. Spell Absorption Koka Hatsuto! Another 500. Kado Gomai Draw! Eizok Maho! Soul Absorption! Maho Hatsuto! Spell Absorption, I gain another 500. You'll never touch my life points.
We'll see about that.
Maho Hatsuto! Shisasaseo! I get to target one monster in either player's graveyard and special summon it. Yomigari! Blue Eyes White Dragon! Spell Absorption Koka Hatsuto! I gain another 500.
Dark Contract with the War God no Koka Hasdo. During either player's turn, I can activate this effect. So I target your Blue Eyes White Dragon and Oracle the Arc. So my Oracle the Arc gains 1,000, and your Blue Eyes, this one, goes down to 2,000. So I'm at 38.
Battle da! Blue Eyes White Dragon! DDD Doom King Armageddon no Kogeki! Horobi no Burst Stream!
Since DDD Head Armageddon is a Pendulum monster, it goes face up in the extra deck instead.
Nani?
That's right.
Pendulum monster.
That's right.
Main field 2 Monster Seto Kado 1枚セットのターンの処理で
Oracle the Arc returns back to normal. Ori no turn. Draw! During the standby phase, I take 1,000 points for each of my contracts. DDD Oracle the Arc no Koka Hatsuto. Any effect damage that's inflicted to me, I gain that instead. So I gain 2,000. I'm up to 5,000 now. Dark Contract with the Swamp King no Koka Hatsuto. Once again, I can fusion summon a fiend type fusion monster, but I can also banish the materials from my graveyard as well. DD Wave King Caesar, DD Pandora, Nitai no Yugo. Get banished.
Soul Absorption no Koka Hatsuto. Each time a card is banished, the controller of Soul Absorption gains 500, so I gain 500 for each, which makes 1,000.
Fine. Yugo Shokan, Seitan Seo, DDD Dragonbane King Bauofer. That's right. DDD Knowledge King Tomb Conquistadore, Pendulum Scaler setting. Pendulum monsters can be set in the Pendulum Scales from the hand. Pendulum monsters, while they're in the Pendulum Zone, are treated as spell cards.
Spell Absorption no Koka Hatsuto! Then I gain 500 more life points.
Battle da! DDD Dragonbane King Beowulf! Seto Monster Kogeki!
Nani?
Dragonbane no Koka Hatsuto! When a DDD monster I control attacks a defense position monster, it inflicts piercing damage.
Nani? Counter trap Hatsuto! Negate attack!
Nani?
This, when my opponent declares an attack, I can target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and then if I do, the battle phase ends.
Turn Endo.
Ori no turn! Draw! Maho Hatsuto! Battle Grid! This allows me to draw 2 cards. Spell Absorption Koka Hatsuto! I gain 500 more life points. Kado ni might draw! Fine. Another. Maho Hatsuto! Bakako! I can discard 1 card from my hand and then target 1 face-up monster on the field and banish it. So say goodbye to your DDD Beowulf.
Nani?
Spell Absorption Koka Hatsuto! Soul Absorption Koka Hatsuto! Because a card was banished, I gained 500. And because Dark Core is a spell card, I gain another 500. So that's a total grind of 1,000. Monster Switch! I know your card effect. Turn no Shuride.
Ori no turn. Draw! Okay. Standby phase. I would take 2,000, but thanks to Oracle the Arc, I gain 2,000 instead. And then, Tomb Conquistador Pendulum Koka Hatsuto! During the standby phase, if I would take damage from the effect of a Dark Contract card I control, I gain that instead. So I gain another 2,000. So I gain 4,000. You're not the only one that can play this game. Scale June, DDD, Salvento Newton, Pendulum Scale is setting it.
Spell the Maho Hatsuto! I gain another 500.
Since I control 2 Pendulum monsters in the Pendulum Scales, I can special summon monsters from my hand or Pendulum monsters face up in my extra deck that are in between the scales. Since I control a Scale 1 and a Scale 10, I can special summon monsters from 2 to 9.
Sama?
Pendulum Sokan, DDD, Head Armageddon! That's right, he's back and he could keep coming back every turn as long as I have my scales. And I'm only allowed to Pendulum summon once per turn.
Pendulum Shokan.
Battle da! Head Armageddon Blue Eyes of Kogeki! Oracle Diaka Seto Monster Kogeki!
Petted the Dark Clown Koka Hatsuto! When he's sent to the graveyard, I can banish him, and if I do, I special summon another Pet in the Dark Clown from my deck. Tosuke Shokan! Petted the Darker Clown! Soul Absorption Koka Hatsuto! Because a card was banished, I gained 500 life points.
Alright then. Turn Endo.
Ori no turn! Draw! Turn in.
Real turn. Draw! During the standby phase, everything triggers again, so I gain another 4,000. I'm at 13,000 life points. Pendulum Sokan, DD, Salvant Nicola, Toxi Shokan, contract with the War God Nokoka Hatsuto. I target your pet in the Dark Clown and loses 1,000 attack, and then I give my Armageddon 1,000, so he's 4,000.
Deal more damage.
Battle da! Oracle Diaka, pet in the Dark Clown of Kogeki!
Pet in the Dark Clown Koka Hatsuto! I banish it to special summon another one. Soul Absorption Koka Hatsuto! I gain another 500 life points.
Fine. DD Salvant Newton, pet in the Dark Clown of Kogeki! DD Head Armageddon, Kaiba Direct Attack!
That's nothing.
Turn Endo.
Ori no turn! Sokumaho! Cyclone Hatsuto! I destroy your War God Contracto! Spell Absorption Koka Hatsuto! Because I activated another spell card, I gained 500 life points again. Then, Baho Hatsuto! Dragon's Meter! I can fusion summon 1 dragon type monster from my extra deck by banishing the fusion materials listed on it from my field or graveyard. Banish! Blue Eyes! White Sword Dragons! Yugo! Saikyo no Shimode! Hideo! Blue Eyes! Ultimate Dragon! Spell Absorption Koka Hatsuto! Soul Absorption Koka Hatsuto! Because I banished 3 cards, I gain 500 for each. And Spell Absorption, because Dragon Mirror is another spell card activated, I gain another 500.
That's 2,000.
That's right. So all the life was inflicted to me were nothing. But I'm not done yet. Mahou Hatsuto! Ultimate Basta! I can target one fusion summoned Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon I control, and this turn it can make a second and third attack during each battle phase this turn. Also, when it attacks, you can't activate any cards or effects until the end of the damage step. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Battle da! Ultimate Basta!
Before anything, Pendulum monsters get sent face up in the extra deck instead.
Spell Absorption Koka Hatsuto! Because Ultimate Basta was a spell card, I gain another 500. That makes 2,000. You're weak.
That was impressive, I must admit.
Tano Shuri de!
What in no time.
Yo!
During the standby phase, since I control only one contract, I gain 1,000 because of the Tomb Conquistador. 我が魂を揺らす大いなる力この身に宿りて闇を裂く新たな光となれペンデルム召喚主権せよ私をモンスターたちよ生誕せよ DDD Salvage Nicola DDD Magical Salvage Schrodinger DDD Heramegeddon.
Your monsters are weak compared to my Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
それはどうかな
Nani?
DD Salvage Nicola Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon の攻撃
My monster's stronger, are you crazy?
DD Salvage Schrodinger no Koka Hatsuto. Once per turn, if a monster battles during damage calculation in either player's turn, I can make the battle damage become 0.
Huh? What's the point?
It returns to the extra deck. Heromageddon no Koka Hatsuto. Once per turn, if a monster or monsters I control is destroyed by battle or card effect, I can target one of those monsters. This card gains attack equal to the original attack of the monster that was destroyed. So I gain 2,000. So Armageddon's now at 5,000. DDD Heromageddon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon no Koiki!
Ah! Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon!
That was a fine dragon, but it had to die.
You'll pay for that. Ore no turn! Draw! Mahou Hatsuto! Angel's Trinity! I can draw 3 cards and then discard 2. Kado 3枚 draw! Kado ni Bonjiki! Spell Absorption Koka Hatsuto! Since another spell card was activated, I gained 500 life points. So I am now at 9,500. Then, Mahou Hatsuto! Silent Doom! I can target one monster in my graveyard and special summon it in face-up defense position. Tosuke Shokan! Different Dimension no Dragon! Spell Absorption Koka Hatsuto! I gain another 500, which puts me at 10,000 life points. You did nothing. Turn Endo!
Ore no turn. Draw! Standby phase, I gain another 1,000. Pendulum Sokan DDD Salvage Nicola! Battle da! DD Nicola! Different Dimension Dragon no Kogeki!
My monster can't be destroyed by battle.
Turn Endo.
Ore no turn! Draw! Since it's my 5th standby phase, the effect of Card of Demise activates, which forces me to discard my whole hand. Turn Endo.
Ore no turn. Draw! Alright. Standby phase, I gain another 1,000. I switch Nicola to defense position. Kado ichimai sete. Turn Endo.
Ore no turn! Draw! Monster Seto no turn.
Ore no turn. Draw! Standby phase, I gain another 1,000. Battle da DDD Herkima Armageddon Seto Monster Kogeki!
Cyberja! Cyberja no Koka Hatsuto! Flip Effecto! When these flip face up, it destroys all monsters on the field. And then we both draw 5 cards and special summon all level 4 lower monsters in either face up attack position or face down defense, and the rest of the cards remain in our hands. But Different Dimension no Dragon no Koka Hatsuto! He can't be destroyed by card effects that don't target it. So I stay.
My Pendulum monsters return face up in the extra deck.
So we each draw 5 cards. So I summon desperately face down defense tool.
Alright, fine. Then I set DD Necro Slime, DD Brownie, DD Ghost. Then I add these 2 back to my hand.
Your powerful field was useless. See that.
Pendulum Sokan DD Magical Summon Trollinga. DDD Hero Armageddon no Toxi Sokan. Cardを1枚捨てて、ターンエンド。
俺のターン。ド魔法発動。Dimension no Yugo. I can pay 2,000 of my life points, and then we both special summon as many monsters as possible that are banished.
All my monster zones are full, so...
Exactly. But spell absorption Koka Hatsudo, because I activated the spell card, I gain 500. Tosuke Shokan! Suntai no Blue Ice White Dragon! That's right, you're weak. Reverse to Shokan! Desperate Leap! With this, I'm allowed to target 1 card in my graveyard and shuffle it back into my deck. I shuffle Card of the Miser. And I shuffle it back into my deck. Next, Advance to Shokan Suntai no Blue Eyes! Obelisk no Kiyoshinhei Ogada Kado! Obelisk no Kiyoshinhei na Koka Hatsudo! I contribute 2 monsters on my side of the field and then destroy all monsters you control. Bakara! So, Nitai no monster de release Koka Hatsudo!
Alright. As you know, the Pendulum monsters go back to the extra deck. The rest of the monsters are sent to the grave.
And that was just his effect. Battle da! Obelisk no Kiyoshinhei Reiji no direct attack Cold Handle Crusher! Mahou Hatsudo! Fiend's Sanctuary! With this, I'm allowed to special summon a Fiend token on the field in face-up attack position. And his effect is, he can't be destroyed by battle, but any battle damage I would receive from battles involving it, you take instead. Just in case somehow, somewhere you get rid of my God card. But in order for me to keep it on the field, I have to pay 1,000 life points during my standby phase. Card 1枚捨てて turn end.
俺のターン。Draw! Standby phase, I gain 1,000 life points. DD Necro Slime no Koka Hatsudo. I could banish this card from my graveyard along with another monster and use them as fusion material. So I banished DD Necro Slime and DD Flame King Tenjin Nitai no Yugo.
Soul Absorption Koka Hatsudo. For every card that was banished, I gained 500 life points, and since that was 2, I gained 1,000.
Fine. Yugo Shokan Seitan Seo DDD Flame High King Executive Tenjin. 我が魂を揺らす大いなる力、この目で宿りて闇を裂く新たな光となれ。ペンデルム召喚、出現せよ。私をモンスターズたちよ。DD、ブラウニー、2体の DDD、ヘルアマゲドンズ。Flame High King Genghis no Koka Hatsudo. Once per turn, if a DDD monster is special summoned, while this card is face up on the field, I can target a DDD monster in my graveyard and special summon it. Yomigaire! DDD Gus High King Alexander!
Your monsters are weak against mine.
Level 9 DD Gus King Alexander. Level 3 DD Browning no Tuning. That's right, it's a Pendulum tuner. Synchro Shokan Seitan Seo DDD Gus High King Alexander!
You're still too weak.
DDD Flame King Executive Tenjin no Koka Hatsudo. Once per turn, I could target face-up spell and trap cards my opponent controls up to the number of DDD monsters I control and negate their effects. So I negate your spell and soul absorption.
Nani?
That's right,
no more life points.
No more advantage for you. Spell Maho DDD Fusion Hatsudo. This allows me to fusion summon one DDD fusion monster from my extra deck using monsters from my hand or field as materials. And if I'm using Armageddon as one of the materials, I can treat this card as one of the materials instead.
Nani?
So, Yugo! Seitan Seo DDD Shoshio Purplish Armageddon Spellomaho DD Synchro Hatsudo. If Synchro summoning DDD Synchro monster, I could use monsters from my hand or field as materials, and if I'm using Armageddon as one of the materials, I can treat this card as a level 2 tuner. Level Hachi DDD Doom King Armageddon. Level Ni DDD Synchro Tuning Synchro Shokan Seitan Seo DDD Shoshio Whitest Armageddon Spellomaho DDX's Hatsudo. That's right, another one. I could target any number of DDD Pendulum monsters in my graveyard and or face up in the extra deck and special summon them and have their effects negated. And if I do, I could XC summon using those monsters. But if I'm using Armageddon as a material this way, I can use one less XC's material required. DDD Head Armageddon no Toxi Sokan Overlay
Nani?
XC Shokan Seitan Seo DDD Shoseo Darkness Armageddon. That's right. Darkness Armageddon no Koka Hatsudo. When this XC summoned using Armageddon as a material, I could target one other DDD Head Armageddon from my extra deck and attach it as an XC material. DDD Purplish Armageddon Koka Hatsudo. Once per turn, I could target face-up monster on the field and destroy, and you take damage equal to that monster's attack points. So, I target your Obelisk the Tormentor.
Obelisk no Kiyoshinhei na Koka. He's a god. He can't be targeted by measly weak effects.
DDD Gus High King Alexander Koka Hatsudo. If I control 3 or more DDD monsters on the field, this card gains 3,000 attack. So it's at 6,000, stronger than your Obelisk. Battle Da DDD Gus High King Alexander Obelisk the Tormentor Kogeki
Sokumaho! Kado! During this turn, all monsters I control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and afterwards I discard a card from my hand. Kado no Ponchiki!
But you still take that damage! Turn Endo.
Hori no turn! Standby phase! Fiend Sanctuary! By paying 1,000 life points, it allows me to keep that token face up on the field. So I'll pay the 1,000 life points. Then I activate Baho Hatsudo, Card of Demise, which allows me to draw 5 cards. So I have 5 cards in my hand. Kado go my draw! Since you negated my spell and soul absorption, I don't gain anything. But still, you're gonna lose. Baho Hatsudo! The Fang of Critias! This allows me to fusion summon by sending 1 trap card in my hand to fusion summon a fusion monster from my extra deck. Yugo Shokan Cross Cardo Vitus!
Nani? You fuse with a trap card.
That's right. Arawareo! Doom of Vitus Dragon! In defense position. Doom Vitus Dragon Koka Hatsudo! When he's fusion summoned, I destroy all monsters my opponent controls with 1,500 attack points or more. In your hand and field.
DDD Darkness Armageddon no Koka Hatsudo. Pendulum monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. So only these 2 die. Good try.
I'm not done yet. Maho Hatsudo! Soul Release! I'm allowed to banish up to 5 cards from either player's graveyard. So I'll banish 5 of my cards. I'll banish Different Dimensional Dragon and Blue Eyes Ultimate and 3 Blue Eyes White Toe Dragons.
Why would you banish your own monsters?
Because I have a plan. Battle da! Obelisk no Kiyoshinhei DDD Shoshio Purplish Armageddon no Kogeki Godhorn Crusher!
Trap card open! The contract with the witch. During my opponent's turn, only all fiend type monsters I control gain 1,000 attack points, so all my Armageddons are at 4,500.
Nani?
Stronger than your Obelisk. Trap card open! DDD contract change. This allows me to banish a DDD monster from my graveyard in order to decrease the attack of your Obelisk by that amount. So I banish my Alexander, and your Obelisk loses 3,000 attack points.
No!
Purplish Armageddon counter attack!
Ah! I'm at 3,500. Kado ni mai sete turn endo.
Real turn. Draw. Standby phase. I gain 2,000 life points since I control 2 contracts. Purplish Armageddon no Koka Hatsudo. Once per turn, I could target a face-up monster you control and destroy, and then you take damage equal to its attack. Destroy. Doom Vitus Dragon.
Fine. Trap card open. Return from the different dimension! Remember those 5 monsters I banished? Well, I pay half my life points to bring them back! Monster de no Yomigare! Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon! Sentai no Blue Eyes White Dragon! So now you have to get through my dragons in order to get to me!
And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. DDD Shoseo Darkness Armageddon no Koka Hatsudo! Once per turn, I can detach 1 Xyz material from my Darkness Armageddon to destroy monsters my opponent controls equal to the number of Pendulum monsters I control. I get to destroy 3. So I destroy 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons and your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Darn you. It's not over yet.
Battle da! DDD Shoseo Whiteness Armageddon Blue Eyes White Dragon no Kogeki!
Top call open! Last turn! With this, I can only activate it during my opponent's turn when my life points are 1,000 or less. Then, I target 1 monster I control, and both players send all cards they control on their field and in their hand to the graveyard. So send everything. Your DDD monsters aren't imperious to being sent to the graveyard like the trash that they are. And next, you're allowed to summon 1 monster from your deck, and it does battle with my Blue Eyes. And whoever wins that battle wins the duel, so summon your measly monster.
Very well then. I summoned my final DDD Head Armageddon!
A 3rd one?
That's right, I also have a 3rd monster.
You copycats. Fine. Battle da Blue Eyes White Dragon
DDD Head Armageddon
no Kogeki! Since none of our monsters remained on the field during that battle, the duel ends in a draw.
Good game.
You too.